Do not do a deadlift. I realize this could create some controversy, and that is exactly what I would like to do. So if you are a PT, another chiropractor who advocates deadlifts, let's have a conversation. So I'm going to show you exactly why I do not like deadlifts. I'm not saying this is absolutely right, but I'm saying there are better ways to build strength in your back and give you a nice strong back. So very often people will do a deadlift to try and recover from a back injury. And I believe that there's safer alternatives in order to build strength in your back to prevent the back injury from coming back in the long run. And I'm going to show you those today. So my name is Dr. Jeremy Andrews. I'm a doctor of chiropractic here at West Chiropractic in Surrey. So I'm a deadlift pain sufferer. So back in 2009, when I was studying at Bristol University, I was doing a deadlift in the morning. This was before I knew about back health and also chiropractic. I was studying anatomy and physiology, so really, I should have known better. But early in the morning, discs are very plump and putting load through your back is not always the best thing to be doing, especially when you haven't got the best form like I didn't. So I was doing very high reps of deadlift and my back went into spasm. It caused my disc to have inflammation in it, and it caused me a lot of pain for a few weeks afterwards. And then every time I did a deadlift after, I would get the same pain. And then on various occasions afterwards, I was doing any sort of deadlift, I would find myself in similar discomfort, having a back spasm for 3 to 4 days, and it would gradually ease off. And then 3 months, 4 months later, I'd find myself going back to a deadlift and it causing the same problem again. So let me try and show you what I believe is going on when I'm doing a deadlift. Okay, so for those of you that don't know what a deadlift is, let me show you now. So you need to imagine that I have a bar. So this band isn't actually a bar. So very often people do this with a weighted bar. So essentially what a deadlift would be is holding the bar around shoulder width apart, and then we bend the knees like this, and then the back starts to hunch over, and we bend the knees like this. Okay, so this is the set position or the start position that you would be in a deadlift. And then the idea is you're trying to push the floor away, lift the bar up, bring the knees back in, and then coming through like this. Let me show you from the side, it's more important from the side. So let me start from the bottom. So the bar at mid shins, my back should be nice and flat, okay? Not like this or not too arched, but nice and flat, bum back. Squeeze the glutes, push the floor away, bring the bar up, knees go back, and then standing hip through here, trying to push the glutes, squeeze the hamstrings. That's a great way, in theory, to build stability in the glutes, but also in the hamstrings and some lower back as well. Now, my technique is not great, so I hope to be called out on this. Now, this is the reason why I'm getting problems, because my technique is not perfect. So people load the bar up. Some people I've seen deadlift go up to 250 kilos. It's a lot of weight to be putting on the bar. So what tends to happen is this sort of movement. Now, remember this is what we call flexion. So rounding of the back, the lower back starts to flex over like this. And when we have flexion, it puts a lot of pressure on the lower discs. Now, that's not what we want to happen. Because when you put pressure on the lower discs, it can cause them to be very vulnerable to having a disc prolapse or a slipped disc. So we need to be careful with that. Now, even if you're just doing it like this, that's putting pressure on my discs, okay? But if I've got 100 kilos here, and I'm pushing through and I'm doing that, yes, it's going to build some stability in my glutes and my back, but at what cost? It's putting a lot of pressure on my lower discs. So we really need to make sure that if you are going to do deadlifts, you take it very slowly and you try and just do 2 to 3 repetitions of a reasonable weight, but nothing too heavy. I just think there's better ways to build stability in your back and your glutes, and I'm going to go through those now. One thing I can do, and I sometimes do as well with clients who are like, I want a deadlift, is what we call a Romanian deadlift. So with this one, we just go to the knees, so the bum comes back, the bar's here, and it's just to there. We're not bending the knees too much, keeping the back like this, and it's just hamstrings. So squeeze the hamstrings like this, and pushing through to here. Engage the tummy, hold the tummy in, and then pushing through here. And that's going to really help to take pressure off the back, because generally speaking, it's when you get to this bottom bit here, you can have flat back, flat back, flat back, flat back, and then like this, back goes down, we pull up like that, and it all goes wrong. So making sure that Romanian deadlift, it's quite a nice way to not have to sacrifice your form, still getting some stability in the glutes and the hamstrings without compromising that lower back. Okay, so for me, I love doing a bridge. I think it's a really good way to build stability through the lower back and the hamstrings. So let me show you exactly how to do that. So you start on the floor, okay? Lying on your back like this. The knee's gonna be bent at 45 degrees, and very simply, it's about trying to suck your tummy button in, so push this down, squeeze the bum, squeeze the hamstrings. Try and relax the back if you can. So pushing through here, and you're just gonna lift the hips up to here. Hold 2 seconds, and then come back down. Same thing again, keep your hands on your chest if you like, squeeze through here, and then relax. Now, I would do anything from 10 to 12 reps of those, 3 sets through. If you want to get fancy, we can start doing some one leg stuff. So single leg is a really good way to make sure that we're not compensating, because I might have a very strong right leg. So if I'm doing double leg like this, my right leg is doing all the work and it's not highlighting my left leg is weak. So if I go to just do my right leg, have one leg up like this, and then push through, hold, and then come back down. Again, try and do that 10 times. You might not be able to, so just half it, do 5. We've got the left leg. Okay, the left leg feels a lot easier. So it's probably now my right leg is the weaker one. So I need to really concentrate on my right leg as well as doing the double. So I'm going to show you this here, just from the top. So double leg, hold for 2 seconds, come back down. Keep that glute engaged, hamstring engaged, pushing through here. Okay, now single leg. So one leg up, and my right leg, this one is the weaker one. Come back down. Come back down. Same thing on the left, so leg up, pushing through here. You can put your arms out to the side as well. If I was on the floor, that gives you a bit more stability, so it's going to make it a bit easier. And then come back down. Okay, so there you have it. That is my alternative way to build strength in your back and your glutes without having to compromise your discs. So 3 sets through, 10 to 12 repetitions. Try and then do the single leg ones as well, but build up to those as you get stronger. And if you need any help, just drop a comment in the comment box below. So if you like the video, please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel for our regular updates. And you can grab copies of my best-selling books here. The Secret Cure to Back Pain, How to Avoid a Lifetime of Painkillers and Surgery, Transform Your Back. See you next time.